Good morning students. We start with the embryology lecture of development of face. Please understand one thing, development of face will depend upon 3 points, 3 basic processes. Number 1, there will be frontonasal process coming from above. Number 2, there will be 2 maxillary processes. And number 3, there will be 2 mandibular processes. Based upon this total 5 processes, the entire development of the face will be complete. Next, this face will develop in such a way that there will be stomodium, that is the oral cavity. Just above the stomodium, there is the bulging of forebrain vesicle. This forebrain vesicle is covered by surface ectoderm. So in short, it is a collection of mesenchyme with the covering surface ectoderm. It will send a process from the dorsal side towards the stomodium to cover from the dorso-anterior side. That process is called frontonasal process. Just below the frontonasal process, there is the cavity of stomodium. Below the stomodium, there is pericardial sac. On either side of stomodium, gradually there will be starting of development of pharyngeal arches. First pharyngeal arch is known as mandibular arch. It will have a dorsal process which is known as maxillary process. So therefore, on either side of stomodium, there will be maxillary process as well as mandibular process. Remember, all these changes are taking place at the same time, simultaneously, when the pharyngeal arches will start their development. That means in the 4th week, at the end of 4th week and by the starting of 5th week, the development of face will start. So here we go with our first simple line diagram, and that is frontonasal process we show, then the 2 maxillary process and the 2 mandibular process. Let us start. Here first, very basic and very simple, we show this bulging. This bulging will be the forebrain bulging. So that means the forebrain vesicle will show a bulging which is centrally mesenchyme and outside surface ectoderm. In the center of that bulging, there will be a process which will be, I will put here some color, I will put, this is the central portion, and this color, it will signify frontonasal process. This will signify the frontonasal process. So therefore, this is frontonasal process, this entire structure. And this is the bulging of forebrain vesicle. Now below we make another bulge and we leave this bulge as half. This is called pericardial cavity. And we know that this is the coronal section. We are looking at the embryo from the front. So in the cephalic side, the forebrain vesicle, pericardial cavity, in between, this where my hand is there, stomodium. This is the same diagram when we have drawn so many times sagittal section of the entire embryo, head fold, tail fold. Here this is the head fold, we are looking from the front. So obviously heart and pericardial cavity will develop here, and here this is stomodium. So in the future, on either side of stomodium, there will be development of pharyngeal arches. Now we have to show the first mandibular arch, and that mandibular arch here, orange color, this is how we show mandibular arch. Please draw this diagram alongside with me so it will be easier. Here, this is how we show the mandibular arch. And let us note down this as mandibular arch, first pharyngeal arch. Just dorsal to the mandibular arch, there will be another process which will develop, which we have already discussed, maxillary process. So therefore, now, maxillary process, here I will use blue color. This will develop into another process which is called maxillary process from the dorsal end of this mandibular arch. just mark this as maxillary process. So here we mark it as maxillary process. Here we complete our first diagram, first point. These are the structures from which the entire face will develop. Now, for the second diagram of the development of the face, we start with the same. But here what we do is, we have this bulging, we will change its shape in such a way that this will be projecting down. The frontonasal process, we will show it as it is projecting down. This will be our frontonasal process, which is projecting down. Similarly, here on either side of frontonasal process, we have to show that there will be development of lens placode. This will be the development of lens placode. That means the future eye will develop here. So this is, we have to mark it as, here we mark this structure as lens placode. Placode means thickening lens. So in future it will develop into the eye. Then just below we need to complete the mandibular and the maxillary arches. So this mandibular arch at this level, they will migrate towards each other. The mandibular arches will migrate towards each other. Right and left, they go towards midline. Here we complete these mandibular arches. This is how the growth of mandibular arches will take place towards the midline. What about the maxillary arches? The maxillary arches, they will migrate towards the frontonasal process. They will migrate towards the frontonasal process. So here we complete our maxillary arches. They are migrating slowly towards the frontonasal process. Once again, and below that, if you just complete, this will be no need of drawing this now. This is the last time we are drawing, and this will be the pericardial cavity. We are now focusing only on maxillary process, mandibular process and frontonasal process. This is our second diagram. Mandibular arches going towards each other, and maxillary process will grow upwards towards the frontonasal process. Now frontonasal process, what is it basically? It is a mesenchyme covered by surface ectoderm from the central part of bulging of forebrain. That means from the forebrain bulging, this central part will be known as frontonasal process. Now what happens in the next diagram? Here we have to show this frontonasal process will divide in such a way that first there will be development of olfactory placodes. Here we have shown on dorsolateral side development of lens placode. But in the frontonasal process there will be development of olfactory placodes. So note down that point, olfactory placodes, thickenings. So therefore, now in this diagram only we will show the thickenings. So therefore, if olfactory placodes will show their thickening, let me draw this. This is how the thickening should be shown. Here I am putting just white color inside to show the entire thickening. This is how you have to show the olfactory placode. Put in this color and we show that it is olfactory placode. Therefore, here we will name this as olfactory placodes. In the frontonasal process, two olfactory placodes on either side of the midline. Now what will happen? Now very interesting, these olfactory placodes will enter the second stage, in which they will break down. See here, see my finger. In the next diagram we are going to draw this. It will break down from the surface like this, in such a way that there will be development of pits. So it will lead to pit, and it is known as olfactory pits.